Man, let me tell you, losing weight sucks. The process of losing weight sucks. But let me tell you a secret. Here we go. You ready? I'm going to give you a secret. And the secret is that it gets easier. Now, I just did a video about this a couple of weeks ago, but I had a call today that reminded me about this, so I want to reiterate it again in very specific terms. When you start, it sucks. When you're going carnivore like I did, and you're not eating any sugar, you go vegetarian, you go keto, you're cutting out all the sugar, you're cutting out all the processed food, all that good, salty, sugary, sweet, tasty beverages and foods that you can just eat in massive quantities, and you can put away 3, 4, 5,000 calories a day without even knowing it. But oh, it's so good. When you give up that, all of a sudden you're eating a steak. You don't have the same approach to steak, the same way I just described those other foods. Man, that body's going to revolt. That brain's going to revolt. You're going to revolt. Your willpower is going to revolt, and everything will work against you to stop you. But here's the trick. How do you get past that? Well, you got to muscle through. There's no two ways around that. But here's the thing to keep in mind. If you can get out to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that gives you enough time to A, start to feel better if you're eating clean, and B, start to lose some weight. Those two things together, all of a sudden, you put them together, you've got a superpower. You got a weapon, something that you can use against that assault that's coming on your discipline and your willpower. And you can wield that weapon more and more. It gets larger and larger. The healthier you get, the better you feel. And you need time to go by to get there. So 3 weeks in, a month in my case, I struggled for a month in my first month I struggled because the withdrawal from the different things that I wanted to eat and the mental incapability I had of overcoming that desire for those foods and those habits that I had eating those foods. I had to crush those. And so outside of 30 days, though, I had done a couple of things. I lost 15 or 18 pounds, and at about day 40, my energy came back in a way I couldn't even remember, back into my 30s. So those two things happened. All of a sudden, I was like, hey, now this is something I think I can get behind. I think this is something I can do. And then you can start to build on that. So you take that at day 40 and you build habits, right? It gets easier as you go day 60, day 90, day 120. And now your clothes start to fit better. And every week that scale, man, it'll inch down 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, maybe half a pound, maybe just a quarter pound, maybe it goes up half a pound. But overall, at the end of the next 30 days, you're down another 10, 15, 18 pounds, depending on what kind of diet, how heavy you are, and what kind of diet you're doing, I should say. And all of a sudden, you're like 6 months in. You go, this is easy. There's not a lot to this. Yeah, now you've gone from the habit phase to the lifestyle phase. And the lifestyle phase is where I am. The lifestyle phase says, when I get up every morning, I cannot wait to eat my cup of rice, my 4 ounces of turkey sausage, and my 3 eggs, all piled together. It's so good. And I eat it every single day with some hot sauce on it, every single day, the same meal. And I go to sleep thinking about, oh my Lord, I can't wait till I get up and eat that in the morning. And then usually I eat it way too fast. That's where I am. And then I just can't wait for the next meal. It might be 8 ounces of salmon with some just crazy mixed up salt I put on. It's so good. I just can't wait. Then I go to the gym and I'm like, oh man, this feels good. It's amazing I can do these kind of workouts. It's amazing I can push myself this way. I love that I feel so tired. And the win that you walk out of the gym with, saying, I put in my miles and I put in the time in the gym. And I don't care if that's 25 minutes and walk in a mile, or do like I do 4 miles and do an hour's worth of weights every day. I don't care. Something, and you walk out with that win, and then you go home, and maybe if you're me, again, you're crushing a pound of hamburger with some sour cream and some salsa in it, and you are winning. You get addicted to winning. Winning is addictive, and you want more of it. And all of a sudden, it becomes easier because you're not going to work out and then go eat garbage, because the time invested and how you feel, you don't want to go back to that. Then you get where I am, 2 years into it, 2 years and 2 months, healthiher than I've ever been. You buck all those trends that say you can't do it. The trends that say that 90+% of everybody within 3 years not only puts back on all the weight, but weighs more. You got to throw all that stuff aside. You got to understand what's possible. You got to see that at the very beginning. You got to suffer to get there. But maybe in all of that suffering, the value and the benefit of what you do is that much sweeter. And in the end, it's so cheap a price to pay to feel how we feel, to feel how I feel, to get there and to know, looking back on it, going, that was such a tiny price to pay to have this lifestyle that I have now. I hope that helps. Opportunities are everywhere. You got to go get them. You know what to do. Let's go for a walk, people. Springtime's here. Let's go.